Okay, like a river glorious, let's have a look at the chord analysis. What key are we in here? Right, the key of F, because there's one flat in the key signature, and anytime you have one flat, that indicates it's based on the scale of F, which has that one flat, B flat. The only other possibility is it could be its relative minor, D minor, but if we look at the first chord and the last chord, we'll see that it's not in the key of D minor, because the last chord is F, just like the first chord was F. Okay, so we can tell from the context. Okay, and we know the three primary chords in the key of F are F, C, and B flat, and so we'll expect those. There may be others, and we'll see, okay? So here we go. F, F, C, C, F, F. Now, there's two chords here, the C chord, where C is not on the bottom. What does that mean? It just means the chord's upside down, doesn't it? That's the first inversion of the C chord. That's the first inversion of the F chord. But there's an E flat in it. What does that mean? Well, E flat is the flat seventh of the F scale, and so that's F seventh chord in first inversion. B flat, C, C, F. Now that C is a little problematic because it's got an F in it. So what's going on there? That's right, that's a suspension, and then it resolves right there. So we have a suspension, resolution, and then to F. So in the first whole line, the first four measures, it's just the primary chords. F, C, and B flat, right? Second line, F, F, C, C, F, F. What's that? It's the three notes of the C chord, but G's on the bottom. So it's the second inversion of the C chord. C, C, G seventh, G seventh, C. Okay? Now how do I know it's G7? Because there's a seventh in it. If I count up 7 notes from G, I come to F. So that's G7th. It's got an A in it, which is not usually part of the chord, but it's kind of a color tone that's added there. And then it resolves to G7th and then C. Third line, F, F, C7th. Yeah, it's all the notes of the C chord plus B flat. F in first inversion, B flat, F in first inversion. That's a G minor 7th chord right there. It's related to C7th, but we'll call it G minor 7th because it has all the notes as G minor 7th. Then it goes to C7th. By the way, on the circle of fifths, you probably know that G minor 7th moves almost all the time to C7th. C7th moves almost all the time to F, doesn't it? And there we have it. We're going from right around the circle, G minor 7th, C7th, F, F, and then C. Last line, or last line of the verse. F, F. Now what in the world is that? It's got C sharp, B flat, E, and G. You can figure it out. I'll just tell you. It's C sharp diminished. C sharp diminished because it's got 4 notes in it, and they're each a minor third away from each other, so that makes it a diminished 7th chord. It functions, however, as an A7th of the flat 9th. So if you want to view it that way, it would be, I often play with A on the bottom, and that flat 9th is a kind of tightener because it wants to move more desperately to D minor, which it does. Okay. So again, F, F, C diminished 7th, D minor, G 7th. That's the G chord with B on the bottom, and then the 7th comes in right there. You see that? And then F, F, C 7th. It's got a D in it instead of an E, but it's still C7th. A little color tone, a little motion there. And that's C7, so it's kind of resolves right there, doesn't it? And then F, okay? Now let's come down to the chorus. Stayed upon Jehovah. F, F, C7th, F, B flat, F with A on the bottom, G minor 7th, C7th, F, F, C, F, F. There's that same, excuse me, that same diminished 7th chord, C sharp diminished 7th, D minor, G7th with B on the bottom, and the 7th comes in right there. And then F in second inversion, F, that's C7th sus, or like C sus, isn't it? There's no 7th in it. But the 4th takes the place of the 3rd. That's how I know it's a suspension. And there's the resolution to C7, and then it ends on F. So it's very straightforward. We just have the primary chords plus a diminished seventh chord and a D minor. Yeah, I guess we have G seventh too, but maybe 6 chords total, so it's quite simple. Okay, that's it for the chord analysis. Now let's dig into module number 1. So we'll see you there. Bye-bye for now.